Hayden. Paracetamol is popular back home. Obviously everyone needs a headache tablet occasionally, so you got 10 there, 11 baht for 10 paracetamol tablet. You've got various vitamins and pills there. Prices differ depending on what you need. You can even buy a wheelchair in here as well if you want. Durex for all the mongers. How much are they actually? Pack of rubbers, well, depending on what you want of course. Up to 310 baht there. Now, head and shoulders. Various sizes here, I'll just pick one out at random. Cool menthol there, 99 baht. But as you can see here, you get loads, absolutely loads. Look, there's other ones there. Sub-Zero, never seen that before. Don't really get this problem with shampoo anymore. That's 179 baht. Oh, there's loads. There's loads out here. So if you like Head and Shoulders, that here is Head and Shoulders above the rest. Right, so now we go up onto the next floor. So just get on the old travelator here and we shall go up and I'll show you the next floor. Right, so now we're at the top, and as you can see, for those back in England, F&F is the clothing brand of Tesco back home. So that is out here also. So there's F&F clothing, and round here there is some more household items like kitchenwares, things like that, and over the back there is the electrical section. Now what I'm going to do first is put my trolley there and just walk away, because there's a woman there watches. So what you do, to go out here, this part you see is technically not part of the Tesco. This is the independent bit again, although it's still in the same building. Make sense? Try and keep up. So out here you can buy yourself a bed or a mattress. This bloke here does various electricals. I've used him for something the other day actually. He was alright, not bad pricing. And there's a Mr. DIY here. This is popular out here. This shop sells more or less anything, absolutely anything, this shop. Oh yeah, this just does all sorts. Hardware, oh you name it, it does it in there. A bit of everything. Now what's around here? This one does amulets, things like that. This one does printing. This bloke here sells toys. This area over here is all the children's activity area, so you can keep them entertained in here until their heart's content. What's this one? Got beauty products. Then, as I said earlier, there's two more banks up here. You've got Bangkok Bank, which is really handy for me, and you've got the Siam Commercial there. More vendors selling various women's products. And what's this? Food, pizza. Then over this side, this one does, what's this one? Skin Plus, all things to do with skin. Once again, it's a lot of Asians want to whiten their skin. I don't know why, I don't get that bit. But anyways, and then there's a bookshop here. Now, over here is yet more food. This is the food court area, this particular branch. So let's have a scoot around here. Much like a lot of the food courts you find in various locations around Thailand, but this one has got one also, like a lot of these big stores have. but this is the Tesco food court. So here, look what we've got, various things here, 50, 55 bahts, 45 bahts. And then we've got pork leg there, pork knuckle. What's in here? Noodles. So for those that have been out here a while or you visited here before, standard sort of things really. You buy your token card, load it up, preload it with money, and then you just walk around and get your various meals. Once again, it's reasonably busy at the moment, but it's 4 o'clock, and if you come here, well, after about an hour's time, hour or two, this place will be rammed. Because obviously a lot of Thais don't cook at home. They would sooner come and do something like this or buy off a street food stall and then just either just heat it up at home. But they don't do a lot of cooking at home, a lot of Thais. So these places get really busy in the evening. So as you can see, if you haven't, you know, you can buy the food downstairs like I showed you, which is all pre-cooked for you, or you can just come here and then just have it done, really. You don't even have to buy anything down at the Tesco shop, really. Just come here, get your food, go home again. So yeah, this, in about an hour or two's time, this place will be rammed out. Absolutely rammed out. Right, so just walk back in store again. So once again, this bit is more aimed at those that are going to do for themselves. So if you've got your own condo, or you've got a long-term rent, or an Airbnb on long-term rent, something like that, and you want to do your own cooking once again, this is the sort of things, depending on what's come with your apartment or condo or flat, as they're called in England, flats, this sort of things you'll be doing. So you can see there's various frying pans and woks there. What we got here, tableware. So once again, if you're going to do for yourself and live a normal Western style lifestyle, then these are the sort of things you need to be buying. Now here, do they do them? Once again, for us Westerners, we like to have a knife and fork. Oh, they do. So, if you're fed up of eating with a fork and a spoon like a child, because that's the sort of thing you'd do for a child back home that can't use a knife and fork, you can actually buy some knives at 29 baht for a knife. Lifesaver. Or if you want chopsticks, you can buy packs of chopsticks, of course. So if you want to do your own food prep, it's all here. Various spatulas, all sorts of cooking implements and utensils. So if you're once again doing for yourself, these are the sort of things, if you're gonna, if you're just freshly retired and you're coming out here, these are the sort of places you need, and buy those things that you would use back home. So you've got your various blenders here, various makes that you recognise there. They range, obviously, like anything. You've got one there for 399 baht at the end on the top left there, the mustardy coloured one. And depending on what you want it to do and how big and heavy duty and everything, you can go up to 1290 baht there for making your smoothies and drinks and blends. Hand blender there, that's quite expensive. 1700 baht for that. Alright, it's a top brand name. What have we got here? Sandwich toaster, 359 baht. Toasters, range in there once again, 259 baht for a small one, up to 1300s there for a top brand name. Be in Asia, rice cookers. So you're probably going to need yourself a rice cooker if you've bought one of those big bags there. So as you can see, various sizes and various prices, and you can go all the way up to 3,000 baht nearly there on that one. So they're all there. Now out here with washing machines you have this style, which first time I used one sort of caught me out a bit because we don't have these back in England. I don't know about America and some of Europe, but definitely in England we don't have these. So these do catch you out slightly when you first see one and you think, how am I going to use this? But I don't think they're as good as a traditional style washing machine, but if your condo's got one of these when you move in, then carry on using it. Or you can buy normal washing machines. I'm thinking that there is some. Right, so they've got some here. So if you want a normal style washing machine like you'd be used to back in England, what have we got here? They range, what's the cheapest there? Just under 13,000 baht, up to their tippy top brand that they've got here is just a shade under 28,000 baht at the moment. If your condo hasn't got a fridge freezer, you can go up to what, nearly 17,000 baht there on a big fridge freezer. They've got other ones there. What's over here? They're water heaters. Microwaves. Some condos don't come with one. Like anywhere, there are your cheaper ones or your more expensive ones that are like a multi-oven. What we got there? 1,700 baht I'm seeing, 2,800 baht, 3,100 baht nearly there, and this one just a shade under 4,800 baht. If you've got a decent condo, it's probably come with aircon, but if not, you can actually buy an air conditioner here. I don't know if they fit them as well. They might do. What are these? These are multi-ovens. So if your place hasn't got a full oven, which once again, a lot of Thais do not do a lot of cooking out here. They don't do a lot of cooking. So Westerners, we're used to an oven, but you don't have them. A lot of the places do not have an oven. So this is like a compromise you could buy, and you could buy like a little multi-ovens here, look, thus doing any of your roasting that way. Once again, some condos do not have cooking implements, so you might not have a traditional style, so you might not have one of these. You might not have a stove to do your cooking. But you can buy these standalone ones here. Double burners, single burners. Once again, their prices vary depending on how much you want to do. Some of the condos do come with these little cooking hot plates. They're okay. You can get by, cook something with it. Depends, of course, how much you pay for your condo, where it is and what it's come with. Just taking you round here. If you want a fan, once again, prices of fans vary. We've got there 1,000 baht just over for a fan. Steam iron. If you're not going to use a laundry all the time, which that's another thing, a lot of people, especially back in my country, you do your own laundry, you don't go to a laundrette anymore. If you're out here on holiday, yeah, you can use your laundry, but long term out here, if you're living long term, you probably want to do your own laundry, so you might want to buy an iron. So they vary from like sort of 299 baht up to top of the range one there, look, just a shade under 19,000 baht. Hoover, if you want to buy a Hoover, if you haven't got a cleaner in your condo, various ones there. And what are these? And what are these? Pedestal fans. So I'm seeing up to 2,000 baht there for a pedestal fan. Televisions, obviously you can buy them here, but a lot of the decent condos will come with a television, but it's up to you if you want to change it. Right, let's have a walk into the clothing section here. Now, I want to do this off male clothing, because obviously I've no idea about female clothing whatsoever and how much prices would be there. I'm just going to pick out a couple of clothing items here when I get round to the section, just to see what they would be back in a Tesco back home. Where shall we start? Shall we start? Pick out a pair of jeans at the moment. So F&F jeans. Okay. 459 baht, depending on the style of jeans that you want. So a pair of Tesco jeans, 459 baht. Printed t-shirt, 338 baht. What we've got here, smart pair of trousers, 429 baht. Men's shirts, let's pick out a white shirt. Yeah, there we go, white shirt, 429 baht. So as you can see, you can buy all your clothing, and a lot of these Western sizes as well. You've got a better chance in here of finding stuffs that will fit you, depending on your body type and size, of course. So hence, if you're living out here a bit longer term and you're a bigger Western size, sometimes you struggle here. I'm a medium normally on the top, but out here I'm a large. So yeah, you've got to watch some of the sizes sometimes. Now, flip-flops and sandals, your sport for choice out here. Various prices there. Obviously, you can get them off your cheap markets, cheaper than here. But if you want a pair that might last a bit longer, then come in here. Right, let's walk back to where I left my trolley. So there you have a look around at my local Tesco down at Rama 3, the Tesco Lotus. So I hope you found that helpful, especially if you're going to be out here long term, or you're just retired, or you're going to be living out here working, perhaps if you've got that type of job where you can work out here and you want to live, you know, well within your monthly wage or your monthly budget, you know, what your pension's paying you or whatever like that. So yeah, what I will do is put the prices on the screen of the various items based on today's exchange rate, which I'll put on the screen at time of vlog shooting. Okay, so I hope you found that helpful in any way. Comment below, chip in with anything, any suggestions and things like that. And if you'd like me to do something like this again, maybe a big C or pick something else, let me know as well. So comment below, and before you go, don't forget, if you haven't already done it, like, share and subscribe, won't you? Tell your friends. So yes, then we can get the community going here a bit better, get the chat going and everything else. So hope you like that one, and if so, I'll do some more like this, so let me know before I go, and we'll move on from there. So until the next one, black out.